Hey, welcome back. Now that you've learned about design thinking and the 5 steps, let me share a few examples with you. In total, we will share 3 case studies with you. The very first one is about a truck development we did with one of our clients in Germany. In one of our first sessions with the team, we were elaborating on the customer needs. And we heard the team members always say, I assume, I believe, I think the customer needs X, Y, and Z. Now, you can think for yourself. Assume, think, and believe, and none of them means I know. So what we did was ask the team whether they have been in a truck themselves, whether they had driven a truck. And out of 10 people, all 10 raised their hands. While we were still wondering how this can be, that they had been in trucks themselves, but still assumed, believed, and thought, one of them started sharing with us that behind their headquarters there's a testing ground for trucks, and if we were interested, we could also hop in and drive the truck in our lunch break. We quickly realized that we probably had to rephrase the question, and we asked it the following way. How many of you, or who, has been in a truck with a truck driver driving around the city? As this was going to be a new generation city truck. Now, out of 10 hands that were raised, all 10 went down. So we asked the next question, which was why? Why hasn't any one of you accompanied one of your key customers in the product that you're building and designing for them? The answer was simple. We as engineers are not allowed to. Only marketing and sales speak to customers. Fortunately, our key stakeholder helped us resolve this impediment and managed to get every team member ride around the city for a whole day with a truck driver. And when they came back, they didn't believe, assume, or think. They knew what their customers wanted. Initially, our assumptions were that customers do want an electric truck because we knew that the law and the regulations demanded from trucks and delivery companies to lower their emissions. But we thought that most of the other demands or needs for their customers would be like a long range and so on and so forth. After speaking to customers and after observing customers for a full day, the team came back and had 2 critical points that they definitely wanted to address with the product development. The first problem was visibility in the truck. Many truck drivers complained that being in the position that they used to be in the past, they could not see many objects in front of them, for example, small kids, or right next to them, for example, cyclists. In a new generation city truck, they wished for much better visibility so that they could avoid accidents within city traffic and have much less stress driving through the city as a driver. The second point was all about how to enter and leave the truck. If you have ever been in a truck, you know that you have to climb up a few stairs until you get to the seat and can sit down. And many truck drivers in the past used to pick up the truck or the stuff that they would carry around at one point and deliver it to another point. But due to all the changes that we have with regards to e-commerce, a truck driver would stop at multiple points and had to leave and enter the truck multiple times throughout the day. And that was bad for their backs. Most of these drivers were really complaining about a lot of back pain. Now, if you compare a truck to a bus, you immediately see that there's a huge difference. Everyone entering a bus can be straight up and they just enter into the bus. And most buses even have some kind of hydraulic system which brings it and makes it even to the floor so that even people in a wheelchair can easily access the bus. Out of the complaint that we heard from the truck drivers, we thought about replacing the traditional truck cabin with a bus cabin. So allowing for easier entry and exit of the truck for the driver and potentially other people accompanying that truck driver. Why do I love this case study? It shows us that until we speak to our customers, we only have assumptions, we only have beliefs, but we don't know. And once we speak to our customers, we immediately realize a lot of pain points that they have based on speaking, but also observing them, that otherwise we would not have realized. Once we identify these problems and needs, we can design dedicated solutions for them. And when we do that, we will create problem-solution fit. This results in better products for our customers, and happier customers result in better business for us. So applying design thinking and techniques out of it early on helped us to set the foundation for building a really, really great truck. In our next case study, we're going to look at a completely different case where we developed an insulin pen with a medtech company. See you there.